The Roger the Wild Child Show is brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company. Are you looking for a cool new logo for your business? Do you need some graphics for your new website or blog? Our friends at Prism Design are a premier graphics design company that can handle all your needs. You can find Prism Design Company on Facebook or contact them directly at 618-534-4291. All the great graphics on the Roger the Wild Child Show are brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company. And now, the hottest new celebrity interview show in the universe. It's the Roger the Wild Child Show.
Let's get this party started! Ready, set, go!
On the air everywhere.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
It's time for another exciting edition of the Roger the Wild Child Show with your host, Roger the Wild Child, along with musician, producer, and real estate investor Darren Sheff and former Playboy Playmate cover girl and centerfold Deborah Driggs.
Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Start right now. It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
Hey guys, welcome. Happy Sunday. It is Roger the Wild Child, and I am here along with my amazing co-hosts. We got Deborah Driggs and Darren, the Big D Chef.
Hey.
Now that is for sure, because we now know Darren's secret.
What?
That's right. Hey.
Okay,
Okay. Not going to give it away.
we'll say we're not going to give it away right now. Okay. But,
Yeah.
but a Big D.
Oh.
See how red I'm getting?
I got double
I know,
D's.
you're so
You got the Big D.
Uh,
There we go. All right. No more naughty
That- I
talk.
like
It's
that.
like naughty or nice. I'm going for naughty.
Are you? Is that what
Yeah.
it is? You know,
I'm
I,
gonna
considered
naughty.
Santa, have you considered bearded Santa pasties for Christmas this year?
yes, she has.
I
I'm
thought
going to
about
tell
it.
you, I'm in a very naughty, ferocious
Oh, boy.
mood tonight.
Forget
I don't know what's
the
coming.
nice part then.
It's my Ollie Pop.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Look at all that ice. Good Lord. Okay,
All right,
look who's in
so-
here.
All right.
Jeff.
First of all, before we go to our chat room and say hi to the audience, next Sunday, we have an amazing show in store for us. So why don't you guys take a look at this?
Join us live Sunday, December 26th, 8 p.m. Eastern
5 p.m. Pacific for our 3-hour end of the year holiday special.
of the Roger the Wild Child Show.
As we end the year with some of the best guests of 2021.
Starring your host, Roger the Wild Child,
Along with co-host Darren Sheff.
and Deborah Driggs,
Plus, YouTube sensation and weatherman Frankie McDonald.
and fitness model influencer Imogen. Guests include Anthrax lead singer Joey Belladonna,
From Steve Miller Band, Kenny Lee Lewis.
and his wife Diane Steinberg Lewis from the Sgt. Pepper movie. From Last Man Standing, Jet Jurgensmeyer.
90s adult film star and wrestler Jasmine St. Clair.
Musician Leland Sklar.
Actress Sherry Davis.
Comedian Ike Pelli.
Singer-musician from the group Sons of Champlin in Chicago, Bill Champlin.
Maxim supermodel Sherry Nelson.
Scream queen Lillian Mortis.
Music producer Soho Johnny. Actress and TV host Wendy Stewart.
Keyboardist and guitarist with Fraley's Comet, Todd Howarth.
Musical artist Arrow. And guitarist from Adam and the Ants, Will Crudson. Grab your eggnog
Spiked or not.
and be a part of our dynamic holiday extravaganza.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
Now that is going to be one hell of a party next week.
You are not kidding.
And you know what? I just want to say that I heard a little rumor that Wade Jennings is going to join us as well.
Yes, he is. He's a late ad. Also, Matt Kennan is a late ad. So yeah. So we got a huge lineup in store. 3 hours of me, Deb, and Darren next Sunday night.
That's a lot of Deb, Darren, and Roger.
That's
It
right.
is.
And, people are going to be bummed it's only 3 hours. I mean, that's the reality.
We're here for a 5-hour show.
Okay, we got a 3-hour show.
Drake J, you can pull it off. So let's see who's in the house. Oh, wait, go
Okay.
ahead.
All right, so we got Emma. She's here.
Emma!
Don Swartz.
Sonny!
Don.
Jeff Perini from the Yo Show is joining us.
Jeff.
Oh, nice. All right, Jeff.
Amy DeNovo is here. Hello, Darren.
You know where she is. Look at her logo there. Mm-hmm.
Michael P. Mahone. He is Mike the Can Man. He's one of Frankie's friends.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
All right, Mikey. Nice, Mikey.
Well, yeah. Hey, guess what? Frankie only has like 1 million friends.
Right? Like he needs
He's
one
of
more.
a million. He needs another
Right.
friend. Come on.
Imagine being that guy. I'm only one out of 1 million.
Well,
Anyway,
Frankie's 1 in 1 million. His 999,000 friends.
Cynthia Renee is here checking in with us.
Yay, we asked. We'll see you next Sunday.
Didier,
Cynthia.
there's my friend Didier right there, man. He's over in the Philippines. He's French, if you cannot tell. He taught me how to...
They had a big typhoon.
Yeah, and you know what? He taught me every French cuss word you could learn when I was 18. He used to go listen to Jason at Wampampers. Sus ma bite, salope. Sus ma bite, salope.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mitchell Newman is here. He's checked in. And Mike Valentine is here. Hello, Mike.
That sounds like a porn name. I'm sorry, but it does. Mike Valentine.
Well, maybe it is. Good Lord, Jesus. There's Jean Mitchell. She's a wild one too, man. Newman. She's a wild little. Remember all the filthy things she was saying?
I remember how she was talking. I don't think Deb was on that episode when she was talking filthy to us.
Good God. Sadie's here.
Yep, Sadie Lewis.
Sadie Lewis.
I'm here, everybody.
Who's here for Windsor tonight?
Yeah.
You know,
we're
Windsor
here. Fans.
Everywhere.
Well,
all these people are here for Windsor.
Let me tell you something about Windsor. First of all, he's seriously one of the nicest people, super humble, just such a nice guy. I met him probably, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. We met through mutual friends. And I just have to give him, a big shout out because he's a really, really nice person. And so, and you know what's very interesting is
you're buttering him up.
I am buttering him up because he's really, we just always seem to get these really amazing people. But the thing that I love about Windsor is that he was a Marlboro Man. And, I remember as like a teenager, and we're about the same age. I think we might even be the same age. But those Marlboro Man billboards were so hot and so sexy. Like I miss those days when the guys were like with the cowboy hat.
Yeah, and the sleeve with a big tattoo, and they're like,
I don't care about his soap opera stuff. I'm like, he was a Marlboro Man, man. He was like that. He was the epitome of the guy,
Calm down, Mima. Calm down,
okay.
Mima.
Right, get all hot.
Good God, man.
She's off like
she's ready for the
freaking
over here.
She's ready for the red hat group with the ladies, the old ladies with the red hats, and she's freaking talking about how our guest has gotten.
Well, guess what? He's like a hot soap star, but he was also like, on billboards. He was.
So this is what I'm going to do. For those of you that are following, I'm actually posting a link right now. If you want to get on video with our good buddy.
Good buddy.
Our good buddy. Well, he's not Gilligan.
If you guys want to get on video,
okay, good buddy.
Hey guys.
Poor Raj. Hey, Skipper.
All right, Skipper. Good buddy.
Hey, good buddy.
Okay, so I just posted on the in the chat room the StreamYard link. If you like to get on the video, you can see it on the comments.
Who are you talking to? So
I'm talking to the audience. I'm talking to the audience. If they want to get on video and have a question, they can log in and join, and I'll bring them on the chat. So
wow,
yes,
that's a first.
It is a first.
Roger, you're up in the game.
DDA, you got to do it, DDA.
Oh my God. Well, we might have to do something really special.
Instead of calling in and talking to Windsor, you can actually get on video and actually talk to him. I posted it on the YouTube link and also on the Roger the Wild Child page. Yeah. So go to one of those pages. The link's in the comments.
Hey, he's a nice boy from Louisiana, so be nice.
If you want to talk to our good buddy, you know what to do.
Good old pal,
Good buddy. Hey,
all right, let's get to the weather, guys. Here we go. It's time for Frankie.
Frankie! The weatherman, Frankie, the weatherman. Who? Frankie. Who? Frankie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald.
All right, so it's time for our good buddy Frankie.
I'm doing great so far. According to Mike the Can-Man, Michael P. Mahone, his Facebook rankings list, I'm in third place overall so far. I'm in third place in Michael P. Mahone, a.k.a. Mike the Can-Man's Facebook rankings list.
Nice.
That's our Frankie. That's our Frankie.
There you go, Frankie.
And I'm doing great.
I'm doing great so far.
I'm doing great so far.
I am too.
I'm doing great so far.
I feel great
it's windy
too,
outside Sydney, Nova Scotia, because seasons has changed. And first day of winter is on December 21st in Northern Hemisphere. First day of summer in Southern Hemisphere on December 21st as well. And did you hear about that? In Australia, they're getting a lot of hot weather and extremely hot weather. They're getting hail in southeastern Australia. New Zealand's getting lots of rain and wind in New Zealand in the hot weather too. And England's going to get turned stormy around Christmas Day. Up around the United States of America. Los Angeles is getting so much rain on December 23rd. It's going to bring a lot of rain on California, including Los Angeles and all those places. It's going to bring lots of snow somewhere in the States. There's a possible tropical storm developing in Florida and the Gulf of Mexico this week as well. India is really dry right now, and Bangladesh is really dry. Their rainy season doesn't start till June 2022. And there's a lot of thunderstorms going on in Uganda, Congo, Brazil, Venezuela, Peru, and Ecuador as of right now. And the weather in Siberia is extremely cold. Egypt's going to get cold, maybe some snow in Egypt soon enough because the climate's acting up in the world.
Now, how are they doing in the Philippines?
That means polar bears trying to find ice caps and everything up in the Arctic.
What about the Philippines? You know, they had that
typhoon,
huge typhoon.
Typhoon just hit Philippines and Cebu, Philippines. I just told Mary Joy DeBell.
And what about Kentucky? How are they looking?
Flattened the city in Kentucky earlier last week. It was flattened Amazon warehouse, flattened all the buildings in Kentucky and things like that.
Sad. So sad. We're sending lots of prayers and love to Kentucky, boy. They got hit hard.
Yes, it was really, really bad in Cebu, Philippines. And including Mary Joy DeBell.
So tell our audience how a typhoon is created.
Typhoon is the same as hurricane, just a different name.
Just a different name. Okay.
Yeah.
And I got something to say on Friday. I was just talking to Trailer Park Boys. I was talking to Randy that likes cheeseburgers a lot, and I was talking to Bubbles and things like that. The Trailer Park Boys is having their Christmas party.
Did you tell them you were on the Roger the Wild Child show too?
I never mentioned Roger the Wild Child show on their podcast.
Okay, Frankie, that's kind of like part of the deal. You gotta mention the Roger the Wild Child show.
That means I was talking to Trailer Park Boys on Zoom on Friday. I was talking to Randy. I was talking to Bubbles. I was talking to the other guys at Trailer Park Boys back on Friday.
Frankie, don't let her intimidate you by saying that, honestly, because we don't need any of your 1 billion viewers to log in. So
yeah, we do.
You know, I know. I'm just kidding. Look at you. Calm down, Meemaw. Good Lord. Yes, we do. Look at her.
We need a lot of focus.
You missed the cue, sister. You missed the cue. We don't
need his focus, Frankie.
That's all good, Frankie. You know Deborah. You know what she's made out of.
And I was just talking to Randy and all those guys. Trailer Park Boys does their own thing. I was a guest on their podcast on Friday.
That is awesome.
That's so cool.
Great, man. I saw some stills and some things. You can't beat Bubba with those glasses. Big eyes and shit.
So great.
Perfect.
Trailer Park Boys are from my province.
Yeah,
John Ratchford did a photo shoot in me back on December 14th before snow squalls that hit Sydney, Nova Scotia. He did a photo shoot in me on Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. Those professional photos of me going to be released this week coming.
I can't wait to see them, Frankie.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Awesome, brother. Awesome.
All right, Frankie, wrap us up.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie Don't. You're listening to Roger the Wild Child show.
Frankie, the weatherman. Frankie, the weatherman. Who? Frankie. Who? Frankie.
Oh, Frankie. And you know what? The chat room's blowing up. Everybody wants to know.
Can you pronounce that person's name that's asking when will Rockstar Windsor? How do you say that name?
Yolanda de Sesta Jacobs de Bach.
Oh my God. That's incredible, man. I needed a freaking dictionary to figure that one out. I love it.
That's a lot of names.
I love it.
Maybe, but baby, hey, guess what? Maybe that's the name of her. You know, sometimes on Zoom, people have the name of their company. Oh, look, we've got some.
She's got her other little profile up there. No, we're just messing with you. Don't worry. Don't take any of us personally, okay? We're just being goofballs. We can pronounce your name, the whole thing, part of it. Trust me. Not a big deal. We're glad you're here. And we're glad that you recognize that we have this rock star, Windsor Harmon, also known as our good buddy on the show.
And if you're following us on Twitter, everybody, the link to log in to chat with Windsor is posted there. And I reposted it again on the YouTube link and the Roger the Wild Child Facebook link. So it's the StreamYard.com. And then,
hey, and by the way, I mean, you come on and chat with our star, but you could also ask one of us some live questions too.
Yeah. So you don't have to talk to Windsor. I mean,
they might get a little starstruck. So they might need to warm up with maybe talking to us first.
Our good buddy.
We'll be the warm up for Windsor.
So,
my God, you poor guy.
There's our good buddy.
Hey, good buddy.
Hey, guys, am I in?
Yes, and you know him best as Thorne Forrester from the show Bold and the Beautiful.
Wow.
PBS.
Old.
Please welcome Windsor Harmon to the show.
Buddy. Good buddy.
Yes.
Good buddies. How you guys doing?
We're doing
You saw
great.
the warm-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing good so far.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left in the show, so I'm glad you're able to catch up.
Yeah, thank you, Windsor. It's nice talking to you.
Windsor. The show, Windsor. I mean, holidays are upon us. Mm-hmm. You got some great projects coming in. We'll talk to that in a second. But let me ask you, what was it like playing Thorne?
You know what? It was fantastic. I mean, I really loved the character. He was, he was a good guy, wore his heart on his sleeve, and just had a tremendous cast around me as well, who we're still in contact today, even though I've left the show over, I don't even know how many years ago it is now, probably 5 or 6. But it was just, it was, I stayed there for 25 years, 26 years I was there. So, but we were like one big happy family. And like I said, we're still in touch today. It was fun. It was a great role. Really.
What was it like auditioning for that role?
You know what? I didn't. It was offered to me. I was had finished all my children and was up in New York and got a telephone call one day from my agent and said, "Hey, Be Bold and the Beautiful would like for you to come out and meet with them." And so I was on a plane 2 days later. Came out, met Brad and Bill, and Bill, who has passed on now, he was a phenomenal man. Went into the office and met with him, and Brad asked me, he said, "How would you like to come out here and work with us?" And I said, "Well, that's something we could talk about, I guess." Yeah. And
just so our viewers know, Brad and Bill were the producers of Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless, the 2 longest running soaps, I think. I think
something like that. Right? Yeah, I know that. Well, Bill created Bold and the Beautiful is Bill and the family show. They created that show, a spinoff sister show of Young and the Restless. So, and Bill was the head writer, and then Brad took it over.
When did General Hospital come in? Then it seems like my grandmother was watching that one.
Well, Bold and the Beautiful is the youngest show for sure.
Yeah,
Young and the Restless has been around. I mean, I'm not too sure. I know I celebrated 10 years, 20 years, and 23 years.
General Hospital started in the late 50s.
That's really.
And I worked on General Hospital, I think, in 1990. Back then, I'm still friends with Mark Teschner, who was the casting director for. But we had your buddy Ron Moss on the show.
Oh yeah, he's in Italy, I believe, at the moment.
Yeah, he is with Devin.
Yeah, they're in Italy.
He's so debonair too, man, isn't he? Ron Moss with his little lozenges, like.
Yeah, he's
we're gonna go to Italy and enjoy our wine He's great though, man. He's awesome.
He's
Loved
one
him.
of a kind. Yeah, he's a brother, and he always has been. He's
great.
We don't get to see much of each other because we're always, he's on the other side of the world half the time anyway.
Yep.
Oh,
they love it there. They go like 2-3
well,
months
I don't
out of
blame
the year.
him. Yeah, I love it there too. I lived there for 3 years myself, back before I got into acting. So yeah.
What part of Italy? What part of Italy were you in?
In Milano.
Yeah. So you were modeling.
I was modeling then. Yeah, I left Paris. I wound up in Paris, and then from Paris took a train down to Italy with an agency there, and was back and forth between there and New York, and for about 3 years.
Now, rumor has it you were modeling for Playboy, right? Or Playgirl?
Yeah. We didn't get bringing up a lot of genders there, man. That's another.
I did.
He, she, it, was, when. Who cares?
I do a lot of modeling today. For
do you
all anything and anything, everything and anything. Yeah.
Whoever pays you, huh?
He models for the senior citizen homes.
I do. They love me. I go in there
well.
I know instead of going in there and instead of going in and playing music for him and singing for him, I just pull my shirt off and just
there you go.
Oh, really? Can you do that for us right now,
it's
please?
A good living to be made.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 layers on. So wouldn't do you any good.
We'll wait.
I don't want to show you the hickeys.
I want to see what you get paid for.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a white trash piece of shit. You see all these fucking night and shit. Forget it. No way.
So wait, I didn't know you did Playgirl. Did you really do Playgirl?
Yeah. And you did Playboy, right?
I did Playboy. Yep. Back, as Frankie would say, a long time ago.
I remember. Me too. I was on the cover though.
A long time ago.
I was on the cover a couple times.
Were you on the cover? We didn't get her, Roger. I thought we'd have her.
Yep.
I know.
I was on the cover.
Were you the centerfold?
I had. I was. I don't think. No, not the centerfold. I had a 4 or 5 page spread in it. Nothing. I think I showed my butt in the shower or something in Hawaii. So.
Oh, okay.
So it was more like you were the celebrity. You were the celebrity layout.
The celebrity. Yeah.
Yeah.
John Russo shot that. We went to Hawaii and shot it. And it was fun. I mean, it was really cool,
Yeah, of course. They were it was done so well back, especially back then.
It was done with taste, and I was only gonna do it that way. Yeah, with Russo. I trust Russo very much. And as I told him, I said, I'm putting it in your hands. So, and he just shot some very beautiful photos. And now he's like, I mean, God, to work with he shoots everybody.
Yeah,
he's one of the biggest photographers in Hollywood, all over. He's everywhere.
Yeah,
good guy too.
I just think you got to be careful with those words. Going, I just did a nude layout and I put everything in his hands. I'm thinking, oh,
what was funny? What was funny with that is when the issue came out, I brought it to work, and we were in the makeup room, and Deborah, Susan Flannery. Who played my mother on the show. So I used to love I used to love to tease her and try to get her any way I could riled up or whatever. But I had taken the magazine and I had put my pictures in it, and then I took some of the nude pictures of other men in the magazine. And so I was flipped and I said, I did this one. And I said, I shouldn't have done that one, huh? And she goes, oh, for God. And of course, Ron's back there laughing as well. So yeah, we used to.
It's so great. And my buddy Jack Wagner.
Yeah. Jack came onto the show. Yeah, I've known him for a long time.
Yeah, I remember he did the show for a while. Yeah, I met Jack back in 1988. We've been friends for years.
He was on GH.
Frisco.
Yeah, for many years. Yeah,
many years.
Speaking of that, GH, how funny is this? When I came out of high school and started playing, I was playing ball for Texas A&M football at the time. We would do our classes around General Hospital. So we have 300-pound guys. Yeah, literally watching. And I remember when Luke and Laura found each other, with all that. And then to meet Tony years later, because it's a small circle, so we all know each other.
That Tony Geary or something? Was that
Anthony Geary, I played
he played
Luke. Yeah. So, and I told him that. I said, dude, we literally, the football team from Texas A&M is at the Zephyr Bar. at 2:00 in the afternoon to 3:00 watching General Hospital. Man.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
It's it's funny that you mentioned that, because when I got cast, I didn't have a reoccurring role, but I was cast on for a few weeks of work on GH, and I remember it was the first time really in my career I had worked with Mickey Rourke, and I had worked with some really big names. But when I got on the set of General Hospital, it was the same thing, because in high school, we all rushed home to watch Luke and Laura get married. And I remember I got on the set and I was so starstruck. I was like, these are all people that I watched for years. With, yeah.
I did that with Susan Lucci on set, literally on set.
Yeah, I would be starstruck with her for sure.
I booked the gig, All My Children, and then and I still remember it like it was.
So what did you play on All My Children?
Because I played Del Henry. I was Dixie's brother. I came in to get a kidney because I was crazy wild. Kidney, so I came to Pine Valley to get one from Dixie. But I had to do a scene with Susan, and Susan doesn't rehearse. She doesn't like to rehearse. She stays in her dressing room, and she comes out, and she is so prepared. It's unbelievable. She doesn't miss a beat. She doesn't miss, you get your blocking, everything like that. She's just unbelievable. And all I had to do was walk across and say, hi, Miss Eric Kane. I'm a writer. I'm Del. I'll, write your book. I still remember the scene. And I got there and froze. Couldn't talk. And we were taping. And she looks at me and I said, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I have to be honest with you. I've been a fan of yours forever. And she goes, you are so cute. And then it was okay.
Wow.
I could finally ease up. But yeah. And then, of course, and Michael Knight as well. And Katie McLean. I mean, everybody grew up with Tad. And
Michael Knight was huge.
Big time.
He's got one of the greatest sense of humors. We used to get in trouble, actually.
Yeah.
All those guys were.
He was actually one of my favorite soap stars, because I used to watch All My Children as a kid. My parents used to watch it, so of course I sat there and watched it with them at night. And then General Hospital was their big show, so we were all an ABC family here.
Yeah.
But Michael Knight, definitely a great actor.
Yeah. And he went on to Y&R for a while recently, I believe. I think I heard that.
Yeah. I did a little job up with Santa Barbara too when they first started. If you remember that soap.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. I played Peter Love. Do you remember Peter Love? I played his girlfriend.
I just remember Rick Edwards on it because he was a big model at the time, and I was just starting out as a model.
Okay.
And I remember Rick Edwards getting that, and I remember going, "That's what I want to do."
By the way, it's such great work.
Yeah,
it really is. I mean, I wasn't really joking before. Like you get there, it's like there's no rehearsal. If there is, it's really just blocking tape. Yeah. Okay, shoot.
It's a very fast pace medium.
People don't give it enough credit because boy, you have to show up prepared. And sometimes I remember a couple of days I showed up and they'd had me a new script. I was like, I stayed up all night memorizing.
It's like, give you changes first thing in the morning. Betty White
talk about live and improv.
Betty White came on to play. She played my grandmother on the show.
Oh, really?
And,
I love her.
I know she's the greatest, absolutely the greatest. But she was blown away that we did all of that in one take. And because we have 4 cameras and we shoot, with the fourth wall where all the cameras are. So she was like, we're going to do this. And she did it. She didn't miss a word. I mean, she was something else. But to listen to her rip off the F-bomb is probably the greatest thing.
My God.
I don't know. It became my favorite word.
She is the funniest.
She is funny.
Sure.
She is. She got through the scene and Susan was very mean to her in the scene. I mean, they were kind of battling. And after the scene is over, she just stops and she looks over at us and she goes, she is just fucking mean, isn't she? White ripped that off. It was hilarious.
Did you? I know you had to have seen the movie The Proposal, where she plays the grandma. And she stole every scene she was in because she's just so damn funny. The things that would come out of her mouth, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, she's very good at that. Ad libs like crazy. And just in the moment. You got to be on your toes. You really
do. She's a pro. And I think I just saw, have you seen, there's a documentary with her where it shows like her life and the consistency in her life, and really how she started out when TV was black and white. And she hosted a show which was very unusual back then because a lot of women didn't do that. And so anyway, I was watching her documentary. I was so impressed with her career. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, it's very impressive. Yeah. So good for you.
I got to ask you a question, good buddy. What are those stains you got on each one of your arms? Yeah, let's check them out, man.
I was in Vegas.
And, boy, here we go. Starting in with that. I was in Vegas.
Somebody came out of retirement, and I at the time was trying to figure out what to give my kids for Christmas, and they already had everything. They didn't need anything else, and I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna put their names on my arm. That's my daughter,
awesome,
Jade.
Man.
Jade, sweet. And then that's Dewey.
Man, that's killer.
Yeah. So, and I've never had a tattoo in my life. I went over 50 years without it. I mean, I was running up and down.
I just got one too.
Did you?
That's a beautiful henna. Cool. That's a beautiful henna you got there.
It looks like a henna, right?
Well, it is.
No, it's a tattoo.
Cool.
No, it looks awesome. I love it.
I just got it this year at the age of 57.
There you go.
I waited all those years, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting a tattoo.
It's good. You know what?
I understand that.
Are you trying?
I did it. I said, you know what? If you come out of retirement, I'll do it. So,
here on Facebook, Gene said, I think Darren posed in the AARP magazine.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, if they paid, do it.
Yeah.
I do the other, whatever the other one is. I don't do the ARP one, but I do the other one. I'm happy. I do it for free. I don't care. I strip down for the conservative version of ARP, whatever. I take it all off for that one. But
there you go.
I saw that in the comment. I had to throw that up there. Sorry.
No, I know that's
great.
Funny.
There's Gene, man, perving out once again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Those are great tattoos, though, man. I mean, if you're going to get something, that is really incredible.
Yeah.
My daughter was crying. She posted it all over Facebook. Look what my dad did. So I thought it was pretty
do
cool.
you want to I want to get another one.
That's the thing. You got to be careful because they get addicted.
I've already have an idea for the back of my neck, and I want to do one on my finger, and I'm like, oh God, here I go.
That one, which is, I don't know how to see it. I put my son's birth date on my arm there, and then I got two little crosses on my fingers on the inside. So they're hidden, but yeah.
I know. You get going. That's the thing. And so I know. I'm
you
already
live once. What the hell? I went, but it's funny because after I did it, I'm like, I woke up the next day and I'm looking at him and I'm like, should I have done that? I mean, I went through the 80s running up and down Sunset Boulevard with all the hair bands, hanging out with Tommy Lee and all these nutcases, and I never got one tattoo. I refused to do it.
Yeah.
And then did it. So
what made you decide to get one?
I just did it for the kids, to be honest with you. I really did.
It's incredible.
And the guy that did it, he was the owner of Las Vegas Tattoo, and he was a very well-known tattoo artist. And we were having sushi.
What name is? Which one is that? Because I'm from Vegas.
Okay, Johnny Law was his name. He's no longer with us. I don't know if you heard about all that. Different story, but he owned Las Vegas Tattoo down on Fremont Street above, where the famous cow, the light fixture, display of the cow girl or boy. I can't remember if it was a cowboy or cow girl, but we were on Fremont down having dinner late. It was like 12:30 at night, and I just did it. So we went into the tattoo place, and he did it. He came out of retirement. He quit tattooing for years and came out. So very wild though, because
I was going to ask you who came out of retirement. It's the tattoo guy.
It's the tattoo guy, yeah. But what this is the craziest thing about, I don't even know how long it's been because I was so shocked. I'm still shocked about it. But I was on Facebook one day just flipping through, and someone got on there and said, when you live life in the fast lane, this happens. R.I.P. Johnny Law. He was found in the desert wrapped up in a sheet with 2 bullets in the back of his head.
Wow.
Yeah, it kind of blew me away because he was a very dear friend of mine, and I've never known him.
That's so sad.
When I'd come into town, we'd have dinner, and that's it. So yeah, it kind of blew me away, and it was kept quiet. That's the weird thing, because I tried to find out.
A lot of things are always kept quiet. Yeah,
it's Vegas, and it's better just to leave it alone and go on.
Stay here, let it stay here, whatever the hell it is.
What happens in Vegas?
What happens here stays here.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a new project coming out. Deb, turn down your headphones a little bit. So you got a new project. Tell Deb to turn down her headphones a little bit. Just getting a little reverb feedback.
Yeah, I'm very proud of this. Sarogeto, which is a movie by Nico Santucci, who directed, first-time director and writer. And I've known Nico. He owns Capo's Restaurant in Vegas. So if you're ever out in Vegas and want an authentic, real speakeasy restaurant, hit Capo's, because it's really good, and they're great people. And so anyway, he calls me out of the blue one day, and he says, "Listen," he said, "I have this movie, and I wrote this character, and you are the guy I want to play this role." And 2 days later, we're shooting, and now it's it was very quick, and it's already done. It's on the film festival circuit, and it's won a bunch of awards. I mean, he won awards at Marina Del Rey Film Festival. The film festival in Vegas was great, but when I saw the movie, I was completely blown away. They shot in the suicide forest in Japan.
Oh, wow.
The cinematography on this film, and you do independent films as an actor, you just want to do them because you just, it's in our blood just to I want to work constantly, want to be, working and creating and stuff like that. So you do them and you don't really think about them anymore. So when we went to Vegas for the first premiere where it premiered and saw it, I was blown away. And I'm sitting next to a very well-known cinematographer who just put his hands up and just said, "What in the hell is this?" He couldn't even believe how good it was. It's just a beautiful, beautiful movie. And it's, it's about a girl and two doctors, and she played, I'm the husband in the show, and she has a very difficult decision to make. And it delves into the Japanese culture and who they are and how proud they are, as people, and what they will sacrifice to out of dignity and respect. And that's a big thing in their culture, where they don't want to disrespect. And I learned a lot from a lot of people on this. And Kumi, who was the lead, is from Japan, and Eric Roberts was in it, who I loved working with. He's
phenomenal.
He's really fun. And, he just came to me before we had this scene, and he said, "Can we just throw the script away? And we both know what we're doing, right?" And I said, "Yeah, that's fine with me, buddy. Let's do it." And it was he just started talking. And I mean, and of course, I respond, and we just had these ad libs, and it was just, even though when you get to the film, a lot of it was cut out. Mm-hmm. Because of time and stuff like that, and the important stuff stayed in. But yeah, it was just, godly. I mean, go the Pope of Greenwich Village.
Oh,
Manny, I need some shoes. Manny was, one of the greatest. I mean, the actors we watched that. Yeah. So I mean, just to hang with him for a couple of weeks here, and then work with him and stuff, like, it's just he's a legend, man.
He's a legend. Really Star 80. Hello.
Yeah. Oh God.
Star
yeah.
80.
What a movie that was. He was brilliant.
Holy moly. Too believable.
Yeah.
Too believable.
Yeah. But it's doing well, and it did.
How long were you in Japan, Windsor? How long?
I didn't get to shoot in Japan. They shot in Japan. So, and from what I understand, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I was told that it was the first time that a film crew was allowed to shoot inside the suicide forest.
Yeah,
and the reason why they call that is because they go there to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Out of
Yeah,
I can't say too much more because it'll give the movie away. Because I want people to go see the movie.
And when does it come out?
So I'm not too sure yet. I was waiting for Nico to tell. It's as soon as they get through with the film festivals, then you look for a distributor. So
okay,
but it's I'm very proud of it. So I know that Kimberlyn Brown saw it with us down and called me and said, "Hey, I saw your movie last night. You were fantastic in it." So it's nice to get that from your peers,
Absolutely.
Because you don't know. I mean, we dissect ourselves on. It makes me so nervous going in and watching myself. And even with doing soap operas every day, you can watch yourself every single day and learn, which is a great thing. But I've never been a fan of watching myself. So, because you're like, I can do that better. God, I wish I could have done it this way and this way instead of just watching the movie, So.
Yeah.
Yeah, your nerves will
Japan,
get the best.
Japan is amazing, and I loved, that you got to learn about the culture. I lived in Japan 3 different times.
Oh, wow!
And I started my modeling career in Osaka, and it is such a beautiful country.
That's a huge market. Yeah, I didn't go. Market. I was offered a contract to go, and that is probably one of the biggest regrets of through my whole career that I've been in this business was not taking that contract to go to Osaka, Japan. And my father, who was stationed in Japan, and he said, "You have to go there." I didn't do it.
Beautiful.
I was living in Miami.
Yeah.
The Miami on South Beach had Eileen Ford sent 4 of us down there to open the agency, and it hadn't exploded yet. And I'm living on the beach in a Speedo with a backpack and a book and a pager. We didn't even have cell phones, and we're playing volleyball. Beach volleyball with girls, no tops on and G-strings. And you want me to go to cold Osaka and work 7 days a week? I mean, I weighed the 2 out, and I felt like South Beach was the better choice at the time. But
heck yeah. And you had Rod Stewart and his Speedo for competition.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Everybody.
I actually met Rod Stewart. Yeah. I met Rod in Osaka.
Deb, you're getting feedback again.
I am. What's going on?
Every time you talk, you're the one getting feedback.
Oh, look at you. You're getting schooled by him. Do you see him? He's doing this on live internet.
No.
Is it better?
I'm just
now it's better, yeah.
So I was saying I met Rod on Shinsaibashi in Osaka at 2 a.m. He wanted to go to a club called Maggie's. So the girl that I was with, we ended up taking them to Maggie's on Shinsaibashi in Osaka, partied with Rod Stewart. This was 1983. I was a kid.
Is that where the song Maggie came from?
That was his favorite club.
Oh,
maybe.
Wow.
I didn't ask him.
Legs.
Who knows?
I could barely talk. I was like, it's Rod Stewart. Oh my God.
Hot Legs, man. That was the Hot Legs.
That was it, man. Yeah.
And poor Phil Chen just passed away. He's the iconic bass player that played on all those videos, man. He was incredible, sadly. But anyway, so Hot Legs was probably it.
That was awesome. I'm really proud of it. Sarogeto it's won a lot of awards, and I didn't think that it was gonna, you do them, you just don't know where it's gonna go. But I should know with Nico that it's gonna be, top notch. He doesn't do anything half-ass. That's one thing about him. It's a great dude. So I'm excited.
Oh, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
All these guests in here, we want some of you. You're like over there, like behind the screen, typing all kinds of crazy shit. Go ahead and jump in. Call in. Let's see it.
By the way, the one with the long names, Teresa, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she's either in Bruges. I think she's in Bruges.
Okay.
In Belgium. Yeah. Which is one of the coolest cities in the world, if you guys
in Bruges. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. It's like this goth city that hasn't changed since the 11th century.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just wicked cool.
That was the opening movie in 2007 for the Sundance Film Festival, and I got invited to sit with the whole cast and crew because I was living in Park City and I was doing the Park City Mountain Morning Show, and so that was the opening film in Bruges.
Wow!
And so was so cool for me because it was what a great cast that was, and great script.
It's a great city. That's cool.
Yeah. I had never heard of it until that movie.
Where was Barfly produced? That looked like an interesting city with Mickey Rourke and Faye Dunaway. That was a great one, wasn't it? You mentioned Mickey Rourke earlier. Remember Barfly?
Yeah.
To all my friends.
Yeah.
I don't remember where that was.
The scene where they were grabbing the corn.
Yeah. And Frank Stallone in there Frank Stallone going to try and fight him. Frank Stallone was a bartender and got in the brawl with him. That was great.
I love
Frank. Yeah, Frank's awesome. And he was the bartender that went outside and kicked his ass in the alley. To all my friends. Yeah, that was a lovely movie.
He used to come down to South Beach all the time when him and Carrie were together. I used to see him down there all the time. And then John Enos and all those guys.
Yep.
The 80s, man.
The 80s were
Those
great.
were the years, right?
Those were the coolest years of all, man.
Loved
Everything was great.
And the new generation now does not understand what we're talking about when we say the 80s. They're like, but we were the kids. When we were kids, our parents were like, oh, we grew up in the 60s. You just have no clue.
Right.
I know. That's us now. For
Those
sure.
kids don't
I
have a
know
clue.
it is. You have no clue what the 80s were like, man. I'll tell
They're
my
like,
son
hey,
that
do you
all
know
the
what a
time.
no fear shirt is? And they're like, no, what? Like, dude, it's a freaking, okay, you know, yeah.
What are you
That's
gonna
amazing.
What are you gonna
And
do?
what else is going on, Windsor? What else are you gonna have coming up? Are you gonna go back on TV? Are you? What are you? What are your?
I don't know. I really don't know right now. I'm just going with Sarogeto and seeing where it is. As far and right now, because we're in December. Christmas is coming next week, so nothing until after the new year. I was approached for another project, so I'm actually going to start reading the script this weekend. Not this weekend, but tomorrow, Monday. Actually, I just got it.
Yeah, well, this weekend's Christmas, so if you're going to read scripts on Christmas,
I keep thinking this weekend, but it's already Sunday, so
it's crazy. I know.
It's just where is it? It's already.
This year's gone by so fast.
Yeah, it really has. So, but that's about it. I'm taking it easy for the next couple of weeks until after the first. So
that's wise.
Yeah, I'm a big football guy, so this locks into all the.
I see the LSU playoffs right behind your shoulder there.
Yeah, we got us a new coach, good one. We got some good recruits coming in, so I'm excited about what the future holds for LSU. I think I think Brian Kelly is a perfect fit to get some stability into the program year after year after year. So.
And on an NFL level, I mean, think about it, man. The Chargers got rid of Drew Brees, and he went over there and shined, man. Like no one's business.
This. Keeping an eye on the Saints right here. They're playing Tampa Bay right now.
And is he still quarterback? Drew Brees still a quarterback?
No, he retired last year.
Okay.
This is his first year he didn't play, but yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was amazing too for his size and everything. What position did you play football?
I was a running back, actually.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, but Drew Brees, man, throwing over the top of these guys that were like freaking 6'9", it's like offensive guard. And how tall is that guy? How tall is Drew Brees, man?
I don't even think he's 6 foot.
Right.
I mean, I've met him several times in Louisiana several times, and I don't recall him being taller than me. And I'm 6.
It was amazing, huh? It wasn't like, let me get the ball 40 yards
down. Oh, he's one of the greatest to ever play the game. There's no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, how do you get the ball up in the air over these guys and then get it to land? It's one thing to try and throw like straight down over the top of them, but to get it, knowing you got to get it 10 feet above them and then have it come down where you want it is a whole nother story. That's like
precision. It was precision.
Yeah. And he had Darren Sproles too from the Chargers.
Yep.
It's
can't
incredible.
call it Mike, who's hurt now, can't play. Yeah, he had some good receivers. So we had one of the greatest parties of all time was when the Saints won the Super Bowl. We had over 400 people at my house in Toluca Lake. So I had people come in from Louisiana. They came in from Chicago. The place was unbelievable. And
everybody had king cakes and freaking beans.
I did. I had everything brought in. I cooked a bunch of food, but I had a lot of food catered in, flown in from a place called Poche's Bridge, which is in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, and they have some of the best gumbo I've ever eaten.
Oh man,
we had, and then ran out of booze before halftime. We had people jumping in. We had limousines out front, and people came in. They didn't want to drive, and one guy came in he was from Texas actually, and he goes and comes back with like 25 cases of beer, puts it out in the backyard. We had a live band playing, and it was crazy. Yeah, it was a party.
1,000 bugs, just.
It was fun.
All right, Windsor, I really appreciate you taking some time and joining with us tonight. I know you've been traveling all day today, and so I'm glad. Get you settled, get you on the show. Now you can enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was good seeing you guys and hanging with you guys. And thanks for everybody for coming in. Yeah,
it was a blast.
We have to compare magazines, Deborah.
Yes, absolutely. I think I'm lagging.
I'll send you a copy of mine. Send me a copy of yours.
Frankie's got it.
I'll sign mine if you sign yours.
Yeah, I'll show you mine. You show me yours. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, you play doctor too. Good Lord. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Windsor.
All right, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Be safe. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, good buddy.
Bye-bye. Later, good buddy.
Good buddy. What a nice guy.
He really is.
Funny guy, but I mean, gosh, the stories are incredible. You know, your acting careers and who they end up hanging out with and getting to meet and getting to travel to. I mean, that's entertainment for you.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
totally.
It's the perks are incredible, really.
I think it's so interesting too that he brought up Eric Roberts, because we've been in contact trying to get Eric to come on the show. It'd be great to have them all from the movie come on and discuss, because that's a cool place, you know.
It was funny hearing him say that he got really nervous around, you know, certain people. That I felt that way when I had to do my first scene with Pee Wee Herman. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe I was going to go do a scene with this guy. And I was like, just shitting my pants. And I was like, oh God. So I can relate to that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You guys, that happened to me when I showed up to the set to shoot with Mickey Rourke in 1987. He just came off of doing 9.5 weeks. I mean, he was the hottest star. Yeah. And I showed up to do a Suntory whiskey Japanese commercial. And they're like, the producer said, I'm going to take you over to meet Mr. Rourke. And I said, Mr. Rourke. And they said, Mickey Rourke is doing the commercial with you. I couldn't even talk to him. He would talk to me and I wouldn't even look at him. We would be sitting in director's chairs and he'd be talking to me and I'd be like, yeah, okay. I was 24 years old. I was a baby and I was like totally intimidated.
Well, he's great, man. Mickey Rourke's awesome. But you know what? It's like the fact that they say Mr. Rourke, just say, hey, come and meet Mickey, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
that's how it was though in the 80s. Now it would be that. It'd be more casual like that. But back then everything was a little bit more like
formal,
and it said Mr. Rourke on the back of I was Miss Driggs, Mr. Rourke, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So
I know it's the same thing. They said, come here and meet Pee Wee. I was like, all right. Good Lord. So I can relate.
Come check out Pee Wee.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you two hang out in the movie theater together?
Oh, you mean they're just the two of us? You can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Yeah, actually, I was the guy that arrested him. I was a policeman back then.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, you didn't know that, but I was the guy that came in, and it was difficult because I knew what he was doing, so I didn't want to say, "Can you put your hands behind your back?" I wanted nothing. I'm just telling you. I was like, okay.
Oh my God.
Well, shit.
The conversations we have on this show, I know.
Well, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's like he's a freak. He might like being handcuffed, and I'm sitting there going, I don't want to think about those hands, and you know. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
we got a great show next Sunday, guys. Make sure you join us. We got 3 hours of back-to-back guests.
3 hours.
It's a 3-hour
3-hour tour.
Guess what? Good
Gilligan's
buddies.
Island.
We are literally going to be game on back to back with some incredible people. I hope everybody comes in an ugly sweater.
I got mine already.
Yeah. Yep. I know I can.
You got yours, Deb?
Oh, I've got something planned.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got something really good too. You guys are going to shit when you see
Darren's going to dress up as the Grinch. Watch.
Nah, fuck the Grinch. I don't even like the Grinch. I mean, the Grinch is that's so overplayed and so bullshit.
You're an idiot. I'm an idiot.
I don't even know what that is. That tells you how much.
No, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. Remember, because he did the echo.
I don't even remember because I haven't watched it. That's how much I hate it. I didn't even care about it. I don't even know what it is. But everybody else does because they're laughing in the chat. They're going, "Yeah, she's an idiot. I'm an idiot."
All right, guys, we have somebody that popped in that wants to say hi.
Get in here. Oh my God.
It's your favorite person.
There she is.
You got to turn the audio down. You got to turn the audio down.
Okay, let me try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, hold on. I'm trying.
Sounded like Edith Bunker there. Ah!
Well, at least I don't post in the AARP magazine.
Oh, the ARP, yeah. I know. You hit it on the head right there. Well, I shouldn't be using terms like that either.
It's our audience member, Jean, that popped in to say hi to the
Mean Jean, the sex machine. Here she is, everybody.
Jean, Where are you coming in from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
Well, you can tell she's a Yankee because she's not in Louisville. She's in Louisville.
Oh, but I'll be in
schooled your ass
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you're coming in. Good.
Yes.
Perfect. That's right. You said you were coming in.
I'm spending lots of money tomorrow.
That's good. Make sure you do it at my store.
Well, that's what I'm planning to do.
Yeah, head in there. We open at 10 and we close at 5. So make sure you bring all the cards that have balances on them.
I will. Here's my Christmas tree.
She's got the black MasterCard. you know.
That's your Christmas tree back there?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Well, look at that. Oh, you
I'm
got
waiting for my son.
You got those little Michael's, cheap, snowflakes on the wall. I see them back there.
What?
You get those little snowflakes on the wall from Michael's. I see that shit.
Or Kirkland's.
Kirkland's, yeah. What an idiot I am. Of course.
I'm all high end. I spend big money.
I know, man. Yeah,
you'll notice tomorrow.
I go to Dollar General for my shit.
I am so happy to meet you guys, and this is so much fun.
It is awesome to meet you, Jean.
Sundays.
I always see your name on the chats and in the comments and stuff, and I'm like, oh, now I have a face and a voice, and it's always good to be in touch with our audience. So I appreciate you popping in.
Thanks so much.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you.
You too.
I got a little jingle to sing really quick for her. I got a little jingle to sing for her. Mean Gene, the sex machine.
See you later.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
Bye, Gene.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my God.
Okay, we're bringing popcorn, eggnog.
Get in here, Dawn. Get live with this douchebag. Let's go.
Let's bring the audience in, guys.
Come on, audience. Where are you freaks hiding behind there? Oh, my God. Tell them I said hi. Get on the fucking camera, would you?
Right. I'm going to go ahead and post the link.
Lord.
Hang on a second. I have nothing to do. Here we go.
Let's tell somebody to come in. Let's see who's in there right now. Colin,
first time watching or listening.
Get in, Colin.
Listening and watching. Thank you all. Thank you, Colin. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube.
Or if you really want to be ballsy, hit that link and jump into this for 2 seconds with us and see if you can handle us.
Yeah, if you want to come on with us, just hit
live right now.
Yeah, we are live right now.
John Schwartz, get in live with us, dude. No,
he's
bullshit.
naked.
That's perfect. Come on.
Okay, like what is something we haven't seen?
Yes. I guess everybody's scared to death. Nobody's going to do it.
Well, that's okay. They'll come in, next week will be a really good.
I want him now. I don't care about next week. I'm talking now.
He's instant gratification.
She's so agreeable. Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Fine. You got.
What am I going to do? Argue?
Right. Got the boxing gloves off. You know what? We're gonna
Dawn,
settle
what
this.
are you laughing about, man? Come on. I mean, you're the guy. Come on. Big D. Oh my God. DDA. Get in here, DDA. This guy right here goes back with me and Jason to way before the fame, the whole thing. DDA, get in here, dude. Click that link right there.
Here. Give us the scoop.
DDA, hit that link. Give him that link. See right up there where it says Roger the Wild Child Show?
It says StreamYard? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
StreamYard.
That's the link.
Get in there, DDA. Come on, man. Get into this conversation. This guy right here. This guy. He's seen it all.
Mike Wagner is here. Yeah,
Mike.
He's
double jinx.
Let me out then.
I'm just So you just want to click that link. So anyway, next week, great show. We've got a slew of guests. You know what? Let's go check out let's just check it out one more time to see the lineup.
Join us live Sunday, December 26th, 8 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Pacific for our 3-hour end of the year holiday special
of the Roger the Wild Child Show.
As we end the year with some of the best guests of 2021.
Starring your host, Roger the Wild Child.
Along with co-host Darren Sheff.
And Deborah Driggs.
Plus YouTube sensation and weatherman Frankie McDonald.
And fitness model influencer Imogen. Guests include Anthrax lead singer Joey Belladonna.
From Steve Miller Band, Kenny Lee Lewis.
And his wife, Diane Steinberg Lewis from the Sgt. Pepper movie. From Last Man Standing, Jet Jurgensmeyer.
90s adult film star and wrestler Jasmine St. Clair.
Musician Leland Sklar.
Actress Sherry Davis.
Comedian Ike Velli.
Singer-musician from the group Sons of Champlin in Chicago, Bill Champlin.
Maxim supermodel Sherry Nelson.
Scream queen Lillian Mortis.
Music producer Soho Johnny. Actress and TV host Wendy Stewart.
Keyboardist and guitarist with Fraley's Comet Todd Howarth.
Musical artist Arrow. And guitarist from Adam and the Ants Will Crutzen. Grab your eggnog.
Spiked or not.
And be a part of our dynamic holiday extravaganza.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
And then add to the list, we got Nashville recording artist Matt Kennan and Way Jennings, grandson of Waylon Jennings, also added to the lineup as well.
You know who I was hoping would come back?
Who?
For the show is our TikTok star. I think Lance.
Oh, yeah, Landon.
I
am Landon. Yes. Gary's son.
Yeah,
there.
I thought that
Bridges.
he would be really super
I'll reach out to him and see if he's available this week.
Yeah. I'd love to check back with him and see what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. So that'll be fun. So awesome. Yeah, Teresa, we definitely have a great lineup. Back-to-back guests, 3 hours. Be ready because we're going to have some fun.
Yes,
all right.
We are.
It's going to be holiday. We're going to be in a festive mood. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Darren.
We got him. DDA, there he is.
There he is.
Yo.
Hey, Seuss my beats, Salop.
Yeah. I can't believe you said that live on the air.
Nobody knows what that means.
Wow.
Turn your volume down.
You got to turn your volume down.
Okay.
Do you have any? Okay.
Yes.
You've been in the Philippines. You still have this thick French accent. He's been away from France for 50 years.
Were you hit by the typhoon?
Not me. It wasn't so much. Wait. I'm getting into.
Do you have any headphones, DDA?
Oh, we lost them.
Maybe.
So Colin said, I saw the guy from the band Chicago on that video.
That's Bill Champlin. You're right.
Yes, Bill Champlin.
Yep, he's awesome. Look Away. Yeah, he sang some great songs, man. And
what about Kenny Arnoff?
Kenny has not responded yet, but Kenny and Diane have. So, and I talked to Diane last week, so she mentioned that you guys were chit-chatting and you missed each other.
We just missed each other. I was going to see them up north. And then Scott Page. Where's our buddy Scott?
Yes, Colin, he'll be on next week. And Scott has not responded to me yet either. And a lot of these guys did respond. Some of them are busy, but you know what? We got a good response rate, so I'm really happy with the lineup that we do have. So
yeah, no, it's amazing. It's totally fun.
It'll be the way to end off the year for us.
Good. Well, we'll come in our holiday spirit. We should play a clip from the movie Elf, my favorite holiday movie.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
And we should be all festive and play holiday music.
Yep. Play holiday music and just
we'll do the jingle bell. We'll do some jingle bell.
Some of these artists are going to the guests are going to come back and sing for us too. They're going to sing their favorite holiday jingles and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to have some fun. Bring their families on.
Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
That's cool. I want to talk to Way because Way, I guess his daughter's coming to visit him for Christmas, and so she'll be there as well. And he was just at performing this weekend in Nashville. So he had a good following over there. So definitely want to talk to him about all that. So great guest, great talent.
Mike Wagner says, I'll be watching. Mike,
you're the man.
Mike's the man.
So also, So now we're in competition. Not only are we competing against Yellowstone, that today they just rolled out on Paramount Plus the spinoff to Yellowstone, going back to, it's called 1883. It's going back to the beginning, pre-Yellowstone. So now that has released on Paramount. Now that's going to be my new binge.
That's awesome.
DDA I haven't even started Yellowstone.
You need to get on it.
DDA said he's got his headphones.
Yeah. Oh, you got your headphones? Perfect.
Yeah, come back in here, DDA.
DDA, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est? Est-ce que vous? Oh, est-ce que je dois, s'il vous plaît? Merci beaucoup.
Oui. Merci beaucoup.
We'll give a minute to pop back in. So, so what about your plans for this week? Getting ready for the holidays.
I'm going to warm you up with this guy.
Okay.
We'll talk about the holidays, but this dude right here. So when I was 17, Jason was 18, he was playing up at Wampompers. Do you remember that up at Universal Studios, that bar up at the top of the hill, up in before the old hill off Lancashire, right under the interstate? When you come under the 101, you had to go up that big hill to get up to Universal Studios way before they built it out. So there was a bar up there called Wampompers, and this dude right here, that's where I met this guy right here in Wampompers, and he had these like Michael Jackson white shoes on. He was fresh off the boat from France. And he was a pastry chef at some crazy place on Ventura Boulevard. And that dude and I became like thick as thieves, man. And this dude was out there with those white shoes dancing like Michael Jackson, like you'd never seen in your life. Oh, my God. What happened here, DDA? I guess because he's coming from the Philippines. Well, anyway, he was a good dancer. And he is one of the best pastry chefs. He works in these ridiculous hotels over there, high-end stuff, doing all these radical French pastries. And then he has his own little thing. I'll let him tell you when he comes on, because I think he's segued into more of like this personal kind of chef.
Yeah, he copped in and then he got kicked out again. So he might be having a connection.
Might not work. Yeah.
All right. So plans for the holidays, Darren?
You know, what's funny is when you run a store like mine and it's crazy and nonstop these 2 weeks, I don't know what I'm doing until I walk out of my store at that very moment. And I ask Cindy, what are we doing? But I can tell you this, we're going to actually go down to Savannah, Georgia. We're going to actually close the store down for 5 days. We've never done that before. We're paying all of our employees. They get the week off. They're getting taken care of, and we're going to go rest. We've never done it because it's either my wife and my kids going somewhere and me watching the store or vice versa. So, yeah. So it's going to be nice. We're actually going to get away for once. As a family. It's weird.
That's awesome.
The way it goes. So that's what we're doing.
That's amazing. What's in Savannah?
You know, old, historic, beautiful places. That's what we're into, is like the historic cities, you know, the beautiful architecture and all that stuff. So we gravitate to that. And then there's these like kind of like newer kind of, you know, fancy hotels that we like to kind of check out, but nothing like the historic, you know, places. They're just incredible. So
I have to say, Darren is a great boss because he made a huge announcement last week to his crew. Yeah. And what did you do? What was your Christmas present to your team?
Well, we took them out to Buca for dinner, and they thought, oh, well, isn't this nice? We're getting a little, you know, dinner from the store. And then, so when we were there, we told all the employees, you know, that we were going to be closing down from the 26th or the 25th till the 29th. And, you know, some of them were like, yeah. And the other ones that really need it and need the money, they sadly, you know, there's people that can't take that time off. They need that money. So it was kind of awful to see kind of the look on some of their faces like, oh, man, you know. And I go, but the good news is, and Cindy said, she goes, we're going to pay everybody. You get the week off and we're going to pay you. And we're going to lose $30,000 that week. It's a business. Imagine that. So anyway, but at any rate, it's going to be really cool. And you know what? We've just gotten to that point where it's like, you know what? We can't keep chasing these dollars, man, without living, man. It's like, it's so not worth it. You know, you got to take some time off. And
that's amazing. Good for you.
Yeah,
good for you.
What about you, Deb?
I'm going to be here in LA, and I'm staying home with the kids. The 23rd, I have a big birthday lunch with two of my very dear friends. All three of us have birthdays in December. So we picked the 23rd to have a beautiful long lunch. So I'm going to do that with them. And then I'm just staying put. And I take this time. I was going to fly to Ocala and visit with my mom, but I decided I'm going to take this time kind of like you and revamp my stuff as well. So I'm staying put.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to be here.
I also have not been feeling,
that's cool.
I haven't been feeling great either, you guys. I feel like I'm actually going to go get tested for COVID tomorrow just because I have all the symptoms again. And it's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And who knows with all these weird variants and
No, exactly. Yeah.
So it's so I haven't been feeling 100%. And I don't know if it's just this time of year or whatever.
Well, they're going through the alphabet with the variants like they're doing with hurricanes and stuff like or tropical storms.
Exactly.
So new variant coming through.
We don't really care what you're doing, but anyway, but that was nice that you heard about what Deb and I are doing for Christmas. So anyway, nice to see everybody. Roger doesn't want to tell you anything about what he's doing. I know, I'm just kidding. Roger, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna hang with the family. We're gonna keep it chill. And my son is in from the Air Force, so it's gonna be fun seeing him.
Oh, nice.
So so I'm pretty excited about that. So it's just gonna be kind of a chill week, and I got to prepare for our big show on Sunday night. So other than that, that's pretty much what I'll be doing. So good family time. Sometimes the smallest, the most simplest hangouts is probably the most meaningful. So
yeah, of course.
I agree. I'll be fine just sitting, doing a puzzle and hanging out.
Yep. DDA, you're back.
There we go.
I am.
So
DDA, don't be shy. Okay. I mean, go ahead and tell these guys how you met me and Jason. Go ahead.
Well, you told the story already in One Poppers. Yeah. It was that was crazy. Actually, I was 20 at the time. We're the same age. We're about actually I'm right in between you and Jason, because I was born in June '62, and Jess is April, right?
April 16th.
And and I used to go to this place, the One Poppers. The funny thing is, after 9 o'clock, you had to be 21 to enter, and I was 20. So I had to be there before 9 o'clock every night. Not every night, but most nights. And I would walk. I used to live on the other side of Ventura, Hollywood Hills. What was it? Sky Hill Drive. So I had to walk all the way down across Ventura and then up. And it's really steep going up there to the Universal Studios Hill there. And that was a workout. My goodness. But
and those white shoes too.
Oh, those
white dance shoes, man. Those
I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Actually, when I first came out there, I didn't have the shoes yet. I bought those on Ventura in a shop there. I had these boots at one time, and then the Lois Cords, very tight pants. I mean, this is '83 we're talking about, and but yeah, I would be there by myself, and that's how we met. You just came to watch, of course. Jason with Donna, and that was Donna and the Kids, the band.
Yeah.
And
everybody in that band became famous too. Just so you know.
I know. I know. Donna too.
Donna too. Yeah. So anybody that was in that band that got in that top 40 band made it big. You had Matt Sorum, man, on drums, man.
Exactly.
Who ended up, playing with, everybody. You had Guy Thomas, man. He ended up playing with Kenny Loggins and writing songs with him. Yeah, Jason, John Keane, Donna, ended up touring with Toto and Motley Crue. Like everybody that was in that top 40 band, you had to be the best to be in that band. But all those people, and DDA was there dancing like a fool with his mic on.
And Donna also toured with Toto.
She toured with Toto too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and actually. I'm sorry, just one more thing. Darwin was with the band after, no? Didn't Darwin play also with Donna? Darwin Belly.
I can't remember, man.
Anyway, I thought he after, not when I was there, but later on, I thought he was also with the band for a while. But anyway.
Well, that's cool. DDA, tell these guys what you do, because this guy's like one of the most insane pastry chefs. He started at Black Forest, as he would say, Black Forest. on Ventura
Yeah,
Boulevard?
that was the shop. Oh, that shop. Yeah, that was owned by a couple of nut jobs, and it was an experience actually. I was there. I was only there for 6 months. It's funny how we got so tight. So we bonded together for it was such a short time. But
alcohol.
But yeah, I came I came there. I was still only 20. My English was absolutely horrible. I spoke only a few words, and I don't know what I was thinking. But it was an adventure. And
tell these guys what you've done in these hotels, though, over there. I'm gonna switch.
Yeah, what did you do?
Well, after I left, I went back to France for a while. But I wanted to go back home. To go back to the US. And so I found a new opportunity, this time on the East Coast in DC. I was working for a group of bakeries, and when that contract expired, it was supposed to be only 1 year. This time I said, no, I'm not going back. So the owners from that shop, from that group, had a friend in Detroit, and who was part of the hotel management there. So that was my first hotel experience. I got to work in this hotel. It was called a Hotel Pontchartrain, in a private hotel in Detroit. And then from there, I moved on to bigger properties, Westin, and the last 10 years, when I was in the US, I worked for the St. Regis in Washington, D.C. And that was really where I had the most fun and experiences with a lot of celebrities coming in to the hotel, staying there, because we were in proximity of the White House. So I would always create some chocolate amenities, creations for them based on their either, how can I say, ideology. Why they were there. For instance, for a movie project, for instance, I would create something based on that movie project. For Amistad, for Steven Spielberg, I did a complete presentation in chocolate with the chocolate chain because of the, what do you call it, the slavery, a boat, all these different things. And so I got to meet a lot of these guys, a lot of these people. Steven Spielberg I met twice. He actually called me to talk to him. When the Rolling Stones came to stay with us for 5 days, that was crazy. My goodness. Anyway, I did all their portraits in chocolate. Charlie Watts.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, and I hate to interrupt this guy, but I'm just telling you right now, he's just telling you with his words. If you saw what this guy creates, it's freaking world class. I mean, if you're dealing with Spielberg and these guys, they do a portrait of this.
Well, what about what
you chocolate? This guy's.
But and then for each of them, this was a large presentation that also included the logo of the band, the logo of the tour, and their instruments, guitar, drum set, all in chocolate.
Where do we see pictures of this stuff, dude? Where do we see pictures?
I had some, and some of them I still have. But anyway, I put it in their suite on the coffee table.
You've got to have an Instagram account.
Right? Yeah.
I know, but when I moved back, I lost a lot of this stuff. But about 2 hours later, I was out of the kitchen. We were actually helping these guys getting their luggage in their suite. They had 265 pieces of luggage that got dropped into the ballroom. Their private jet is a 737, at least at the time it was. And a semi-truck came in to bring all their luggage. They had one guy just in charge of luggage. Oh,
wow.
They were taking 100 rooms in our hotel and 50 rooms in another hotel. I come back to the kitchen and my blinking light was going from the message. So I pick it up and I listen to this message, and the message says, and it's sad because it's somebody who's no longer with us, but hi, this is Charles Watts with the Rolling Stones. I wanted to thank you for your chocolate fantasy and all this. I was like, wow. And so he wanted me to call back.
That's incredible.
So I called him back. Mm-hmm. I got to go to the show, front row seats, backstage pass.
Wow, that's cool.
But Charlie was such a gentleman, and I remember when I spoke with the other members of the entourage, and it was like he was definitely the gentleman of the band. Later on that night, I went to party with some of these guys, and I forgot my keys in my locker. I took transportation. I took a taxi back home. I was living about 30 miles away from the hotel in Virginia. And by the time I got to my apartment, I realized I didn't have my keys. It was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I said, fuck. So sorry. Anyway, I went back. I couldn't go back. I couldn't go back.
Apologize for cussing on our show.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, really.
It's fucking okay, man.
There was a hotel. Okay. There was a hotel across the street. So I went to the hotel. No luggage, nothing. And I just went to the front desk and said, I need a room.
I need a room.
Because I couldn't go inside I was so stoned and drunk, and I mean, partying with these guys. Oh God! And so the next morning I had to, go back to the hotel in the same clothes and to get my keys. Funny. I was off that day, and go back home again. Yeah, I had some crazy.
Sounds like the 20s. Sounds like the same day. This guy freaking took a bus to Santa Monica to meet some freaking chick he met in Studio City. We won't even go into that story.
I got to meet Stevie Wonder also. And it was kind of funny because I made a baby grand piano for him in chocolate, and everyone was laughing at me. He's blind, and I said, Stevie Wonder. So yeah, he was there.
He did a piano and chocolate for Stevie Wonder, and he can't even see it. It's incredible.
But he can feel it, right?
I mean, well, yeah, wait. So he was there actually for state dinner at the White House. Elton John was there. He was there. Elton John stayed at the Four Seasons. And so I said, but, he's my idol. He's one of my idols. And, I have to do something. And so before he left, he was at the front desk. And I get a call from the front desk and they say, Mr. Stevie Wonder would like to see you. I was like, do you have time? I'm like, no, I don't have time. I'm busy right now. So yeah, of course, I went to the front desk. And he was there with his entourage wearing his big cap. And he's a big guy. And he said to me, thank you. The piano tasted really good. So classy, and the whole time we were talking, he was touching my hand, like this, and he spoke a few French words with me. He spoke a little French. I was like, wow,
those are funny. I told you.
I mean, I had so many.
Those are great stories, though.
I have so many of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we'll have to just do an episode of just having you on, telling your stories.
Right.
No, but really, I was fortunate. I met a lot of great people, and I've traveled all over the world, and I've been now in the Philippines for almost 10 years. But it's funny because even though I'm not a musician, and although I had a musical ear, I could play by ear when I was a kid. Music has always been in my blood.
Right.
And so I've always gravitated towards musician, and even here in the Philippines, all my friends are musicians, from big artists, the biggest names to the smallest ones, but it's like all musicians. And so it's kind of interesting how this has always been part of my world. And when I met Darren and Jason, of course, Jason was just in Donna and the Kids, but it was a couple of years later, I was living in Detroit and I got a phone call from Darren. Do you remember that?
No.
We had lost touch.
I don't remember
and
anything. I do.
You got my number from my mom, and you called me, and I had seen this video on MTV, and I was like, I was in denial. This couldn't be Jason, but it looked just like him. That was when Will You Still Love Me came out, and so I was watching this, and then when I remember because I was more sure, but I said, what's going on with Jason? And he said to me, I still remember, the band Chicago, and I said, oh my God, yes, he replaced Peter Cetera. And a few months later, they were touring, or the following year, I think, they were touring and came to Detroit to Fox Theater, I think it was. Darren was with the band already at that time. And so I got to, of course, he got tickets for me, backstage passes. I was there with some friends, and the whole time I'm sitting here and I'm watching, and I'm just like, here he is, center stage. It was like, I was blown away, Mm-hmm. I mean, the last I remember seeing him in this One Poppers, and then here he is with Chicago center stage singing this. I was like, fuck,
I remember the same thing. But anyway, it's wild.
Yeah, it was crazy, Yeah. So good to see you there. Talk to you live, my God. Imagine we go back since '83, right? We haven't seen each other in person since then. I've seen Jason a few times, you know, and last time I saw Jason was in Manila, 2016, his last tour with Chicago. But you and I, even though we were actually closer, we haven't spoken like this since.
No, this is the first time. But we have the most incredible.
It takes your show to get me and him to talk together.
So, man, me and this guy were as thick as thieves, though, man. We were together. We just hung out all the time.
Great story. I love it.
Good to see you, man.
Thank you, DDA.
We got to close this up, buddy.
Roger, Deborah.
Yes.
Davey, you're beautiful.
Make sure you're on YouTube, so just subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll get notified.
I already did.
Okay, perfect.
I already did.
Awesome.
And I watch you guys. Actually, you know, it's 10 o'clock in the morning here Monday, so we're like 13 hours ahead of you. So I get to watch you next Monday morning again.
Oh, perfect. Can't wait.
Good to see you, buddy. Good to see
you.
Thank
you, DDA.
Guys, and I'll see you next week. Thank you, huh?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
I love
Great
that
story. I love that.
I made chocolate for all these guys, and then I made some for Stevie Wonder, and he said,
"I love that part.
Tasted good." I love it.
He probably was feeling the chocolate. Oh, that feels like a good piano.
Well, that's great. It was so funny. This guy, man, he just deals with all these high profile celebs, and
that's
what
a great story.
Hysterical.
All right, so next week, guys, we got a big show. We're running about an hour and a half now, but we're going to be doubling this time next week. So make sure you're awake, guys. Stay up late, have some fun, have some
That's
cocoa.
why we're doing this. This is kind of a warm-up to see. We add an hour and a half. Like, how can we function? So we did it. Hour and a half, no problem.
No problems. We could do 3. Okay, guys. And next week, since it's the end of the year, we have a cliffhanger. All right? We'll keep you in suspense. Until next week, guys, I'm Roger the Wild Child. For Deborah and Darren, Frankie, and our guest, Windsor Harmon, thank you for watching or listening wherever you are.
Awesome. Good night.